Hello and welcome back to the North American Rivals Series. I'm your host Ryan, filling in for Vaudable, and I'm joined by two new faces this time. We have Hunted and Smale. Hunted, I'm gonna start with you. How are you guys doing right now?
Good evening right now. I've already seen a couple of good series. I'm super excited to get into our first one here.
Oh, no doubt. You know, I was watching your Hunted, just seeing what was going on, especially since we had to see the final series that are playing. We're not going to see them just yet, but I wanted to see how those teams were playing. And yeah, it's been really good so far. But really, I'm looking forward to the next matchup. I tell you what, this is going to be a big one with two big teams in Rival Series. RBG Esports up against I just had the squad. Okay.
But you're absolutely right. This is a huge match. It has implications for what the standings are going to look like at the end of tonight. And just curious, what are some of y'all's thoughts going into this? Who are you looking at making some going on this? And Mel, I'm going to start with you.
Honestly, this is a tough one. This is really tough, I think, for anybody, especially as we get this vote going. We'll see how hard it is for chat as well. I knew I'd be put on the spot, and I still just don't have it because I wanted to. You know what? I'll go with RBG. They're 5-1. They've only dropped one match so far. I'm going to go with them because they've looked really dominant in a lot of facets of the game.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with you. RBG has looked very good. I think player to watch for RBG tonight is the player I think we almost always like to highlight from that team in Seabass. Comes in with a lot of experience. However, Aeon and Rapid have looked great this season, so I'm really excited to see if they can topple Bullsend here. And it is important to note that, you alluded to it just a bit earlier, that this has a lot of implications, and most notably, if RBG take this series, they nearly secure themselves a top 2 spot. There's still a little wiggle room, but not nearly as much as if they were to lose this one.
Yeah, their path to making it to the top 2, making that promotion tournament to hopefully be one of the 2 teams to auto-qualify into the RLCS, that becomes a whole lot easier for them if they take this win. But I'm going to go into predictions here in a moment. If you are in chat, you can do !RBG for RBG Esports, and you can do !BLS for Bullsend. But Hunted, what do you think is going to be the final outcome for this matchup?
You know, I think this one's going to be closer than most people will think. I think this is going to go 5 games. It'll be a back and forth battle. In the end, I will say that RBG will out the victory. I could even go as far as saying that it would, maybe be a 2-goal game at the end of game 5. But I'm super interested. Bullsend could completely turn that around if they play well tonight.
Yeah, honestly, it really could go either way. If it does go 5 games, that does bode well for RBG. They're 3-1 in 5-game series so far this season. Yeah, I'll go with RBG as well. I think they're riding a really good wave. They just beat Afterthought earlier in this weekend, and that was a huge win for them. See if they carry that momentum, but I got RBG as well.
Yeah, RBG has been looking fantastic right now, and despite these 2 teams having matched up before in the WGN finals, where Bullsend ultimately took it, I have to go with you guys. I think it's going to be RBG. I think it's going all the way to game 5, though. But guys, I'm going to leave it to you guys. Take it away, and good luck.
Thank you very much. We are just about ready to get into game number 1 of this 5-game series, and I do like what Ryan said at the end there, Sam, that these teams have matched up once in a high-pressure situation already at the WGN finals. It was Bullsend who took that victory. Does RBG come out looking for a little vengeance?
Yeah, you would expect so, and honestly, they're just coming out looking to carry this really good start that they've had. Both teams understand what's at stake here as we get into game 1 of the best of 5. They're underway. Hunted, what a good series it will be.
This one's going to bounce down towards Aeon. It's Rapid looking for the touch. That was a near deflection early on in game number 1. Seabass has to make a save. Towards the net, Rapid puts it in his own goal. Early goal for Bullsend puts them on top 1-0.
Right out the gate surprised me as much as it did the RBG defense. It's a good shot from Stokely. Despite 2 defenders in the net, neither can get there. That is a quick strike for Bullsend. I tell you, if RBG are napping early, that could spell their demise because Bullsend are too good for that.
You're Here's Seabass out of the corner, looking for a response early on in game one. Only 30 seconds have been played. It is 1-0 in favor of Bull Send. Dino wants to chip this down the pitch. Seabass up in time to make the play. Rapid now along the sidewall. Stokely towards Com. Com shoots, he scores. It's 2-0.
Big goal there and a 2-0 lead for Bull Send. This time it's Stokely on the assist right out to the center. Com there catching the defense. He was right there next to the orange player, but no defense made. And Bull Send, wow, we had RBG in our predictions on it, but I tell you what, they're making everybody look silly. I think chat even had RBG as well. We need to see some offense from RBG, and we'll need to see it in a hurry.
And some early aggression from Bull Send have netted 2 on the board for them as we approach the minute mark here in the first game of the best of 5. Rapid wants to respond. This comes out in front. Seabass will get there, but he doesn't have anything on goal. That one will be bounced away by Com. Still in the corner now. It's Rapid to Aeon. Shot. Stokely makes a save. Seabass along the sidewall. It will be Dino to touch it away. So already some good defense from Bull Send. Haven't let RBG break through the barrier. 3 shots apiece early on in this game, but 2 goals for Bull Send making the difference.
Yeah, but that's going to be one back.
Yes,
yeah.
Good play from Aeon.
Yeah, it was. Went into the air and read that. The defense just looking off. You saw Stokely last man back, not able to make the play, and that's exactly what RBG needed. And honestly, there's still a ton of time here. There's still about 3:30 on the clock, so you can expect that RBG will certainly bounce back. That's a good start from them. Will they keep up that offense? It was really good that they finally got some of that offensive pressure hunted, and the first one does lead to a goal, but now a shot coming through. Stokely just off the mark. Seabass puts it to the side.
Beautiful pass from Com on that play as well as Rapid gets demoed in the back line there. It'll give Stokely a chance to try to turn this to Dino. He doesn't get the touch. Into the corner, out of the corner, out in front. He scores! Another beautiful goal from Bull Send. It's 3-1.
Do not look away from this match. If you do, you may miss a goal. And again, it is Stokely and Com. They're looking so good on the offensive side, and it's Com with a great finish there. That's the second goal for him. He has been huge in this rival series, one of the best players so far overall, and he is continuing his domination. Com just so strong there, matching some of that goal prowess that we see from Seabass on the other side.
2 goals on 2 shots for Com here in game number 1. Already his mark felt in the series as now Dino is going to go 1-on-2, doesn't get over Rapid. Now Rapid looks to create out of the corner, out to Seabass, he scores. We're back to a 1-goal game as halftime approaches.
Back and forth we go. The 2 teams just battling it out. It's Rapid off that sidewall right out to Seabass. We mentioned Seabass and how good he is at scoring goals. He has been one of the best goal scorers, if not the best, in the rival series. And Rapid so good as well. With the assist, it looks like neither team will be kept down in this series. 5 goals so far in just the first half of game 1.
Yeah, 2 teams that we expect high-scoring games out of, and they have not disappointed yet as Seabass will score again. He gets his second of the game. 3 assists for Rapid, and it's tied up at 3.
Oh, man, I can do nothing but just watch and wait for the goals to drop. Seabass with another big one there. That's his second, like you said, and it's exactly what you would expect. Just both teams swinging back and forth at each other. Com with 2 goals, Seabass with 2 goals, 3 for both sides, 2 of the highest scoring teams in the rival series, and we see it on display here.
Well, we most certainly do. 6 goals in the first 3 minutes of the series. Obviously 3 apiece as we sit tied at 3. 2 minutes left to go. Seabass into the corner now. He'll get the follow-up touch as well. Com tries to play it off his back wall. Aeon gives him some trouble. Rapid bounces it out in front, with Seabass already in rotation. Stokely and company look to counterattack now. Bounces down into the corner. That's popped out in front, easy clear for Seabass. And things starting to slow down a little bit. We've had a flurry of goals early on in this game. Nobody wanting to make that mistake and break the tie.
Yeah, settle down, but at the same time, both teams still keeping up the pace. as well. They're so evenly matched, and we're seeing that both in the scoreline and the way that it just goes back and forth. So continue to see, I'm sure, competitive play. The shot comes up from Khan. He's going to go look to follow his own waterfall. Doesn't get it. But I tell you what, you can't look away at all, Hunted, because at any point, either of these teams could score. Another chance from Khan, but a big block out.
60 seconds left. Certainly could come down to a transition play. Kick bang bang from one end to the other. We see that all the time, especially with these higher scoring teams. So far has not come to fruition yet, as we are still tied up at 3, 45 seconds to go. Rapid towards the net. Easy clear from Stokely. I know getting demoed on the backside. Here comes Com trying to get over Aeon. Will do so. And the play is down to Dino for the clear. 30 seconds left to go. Rapids up for this one. Redirect, he scores. And this is exactly what we were talking about. The quick plays out of the corner. And it is 4-3 for RBG.
You mentioned transition, and it is transition. It's a big clear coming right out to Rapid, who makes no mistake there. Bullsen thinking offense, maybe cheating up a little bit, looking for that goal. Not trying to go overtime, but it is RBG. They have battled back now. They have the lead. They just need to hold on here, and they will have game number 1. Big demo coming through will give RBG a chance to push.
Final 15 seconds left on the clock. Rapid to Seabass. He doesn't get the touch, but a lot of time being wasted now. Final 10 seconds on the clock. Dino's going to collect. Gets around Seabass. He's got a one-on-one with Rapid. Looks for the flick. That goes just a bit wide, as now Stokely and Rapid will duel in the corner. Aeon gets overcome, and that's going to do it for game number 1. RBG battled back. They were down early, but they don't give up, and they take the first game.
Woo! Neither team gave up, as we saw fight from both sides. Wow, what a battle there. It really can be described as nothing else, as 7 goals, a lot of them coming in that first half. We did see the team settle down a little bit in the second, but honestly, I really love that. That's exactly what I was expecting from either of these sides. No hesitation. There was no overthinking. It was just that they're going to try to bring their game to the other team, and we saw that from both sides. Will chat switch up their votes a little bit, Hunted? I don't know, because this may not be that easy RBG victory that the votes may have indicated.
Yeah, it certainly could still swing towards Bullsen's direction. The real thing that I'm worried about, if I'm a Bullsen fan, is that after that first half, you know, they generated a lot of opportunities early on, but after that first half, there was not a whole lot of action happening in the orange half. And you can see it by the stat sheet there. Only 5 total shots that game. Obviously, most of them coming early on. You've got to finish the game out. You can't get back on your heels when things start getting rough in your zone.
Yeah, but honestly, I'll say both teams stayed in that the entire time. It was a 1-goal game, and it could have gone either way. So for Bullsend, I think they have a lot to look forward to as they move forward into this series, and they will certainly look to bounce back. Game number 2. Oh, man, keep your eyes on it. I'm not going to look away. I'm going to stop talking. We might see a goal in 3 seconds, if not.
Well, I hope you don't stop talking for too long. That is our jobs here.
Whoa!
As Dino's going to find the first goal. Right off of a whiff from RBG. Not what you expect. It looked like 2 whiffs back-to-back. That's a free goal for Dino.
Yeah, he will get over, tap it in. That's how we saw game number 1 start, though. Don't forget, as Bullsen did take the early lead there as well. Ended up not mattering there, but hey, anytime you're going to get that first goal, I think anyone would take it. They can on that.
1-0 early on for Bullsen. Rapid fires it down the pitch. Stokely to collect out of his corner. Don't get by Aeon. There's Com to rotate in, however. Seabass just wants to deflect this down into his corner. Com is there to follow up. Rapid off the near post, and the clear comes out. This pops out in front for Aeon. A good play from Stokely. Gets 2 challenges, and Bullsen looking to secure their side of the pitch. They did very well to do so early on in game 1. Things started to fall apart a little bit. We'll see how they decide to change things up here in game 2. They've got the 1-0 lead, but still there's 4 minutes left to play.
And I don't think they're trying to win with this 1-0 lead, but you can see where they're just being a little bit more cautious, remaining back on defense, and they're making sure they don't give up any easy goals. It's an interesting start for Bull Send. Not quite that same real quick offense we saw, but at the same time, they're hanging on to this 1-goal lead.
Minute and a half gone, game 2. Stokely out of the corner. Dino shoots. That's high. Calm the follow. Slowly towards the net, cleared away by Rapid, and now Seabass looking to turn this into some offense over to the first man, but can't get by Stokely. As now Rapid tries to come out of the corner. Aeon's there. He's got Rapid down to Seabass, but it's just a little bit too high. Can't quite connect. RBG trying to be fancy, trying to get creative with the ball now. They've been able to crack defense yet. Still on now. That's a good play. Although that's a good play from Calm. Aeon's upward. Can he get the double? No, he can't. Nearly a close call there for Bullset.
You mentioned creativity, and you're exactly right. That's what we want to see from RBG. They're going to break this defensive wall of Bullset, and Bullset are keeping 2 men back in the box almost constantly, and that means it will take some sort of creative play, some sort of pass out to the center, something to break through. Otherwise, it's just going to be easy clears.
We say hello and goodbye to halftime here in game number 2. Still a 1-0 scoreline for Bullset. Seabass and company have had the pressure. Can he get the flip reset? Nearly force that one home. Calm just in a good position to make the play. This one's going to still pop out in front of the Bullset net. Rapid now out of the corner, looking for Seabass. Stokely will clear it away. Aeon won't get there in time. This should be a second goal. It's just off the mark, and he missed it wide. Still 1-0. That's a tough play for Calm, but a bit of a lucky turn for RBG.
Especially when they had so much offense, and it looked like the one clear in the last minute and a half was going to go in for Bullsen, but it was just off the mark, like you said. That's one thing that RBG needs to look out for, is that transition, but they still have the offense. Pass coming out center, Aeon up top, Seabass through, Dino gets it over just in time. RBG pressing, but still don't get that first goal.
A lot of scary challenges right in mid for the RBG team. Of last man back, desperation challenges, and now going to have to find themselves playing defense off the backside of that. Reset off the crossbar, Stokely hits the crossbar himself to continue to play. Nothing with a minute to go. Seabass comes hard off the back wall. Will make the clear. Now Aeon looking for Rapid. It's not going to quite touch the ceiling, so that's a clear for Dino. Still sees things going in the blue half. Stoked down to Aeon. His rapid shot. He scores. We're at 1, and finally offense breakthrough.
Stokely in an awkward position on that. He does get it over into the corner, but it's right to the hands. Aeon out to the center, and then Rapid finishes it off. Rapid has played so well at the top of the leaderboard yet again for RBG. And with 52 set the goal, we've to go with less goals. We're at a similar moment here in this game number 2. We're tied.
That we are. It was RBG who broke the tie very, very late in game 1. Can't do it again here. Get 2. Calm out in front. He's there. He scores. It's Bull to break the tie. This is 2-1 with 31 to go.
Right now for Bullsen, all is over. It's a big play. What a play for Bullsen. That's absolutely get back this now with 31 seconds. Just have to hold on. They've such a good defensive game. And they are right where they want to be down in RBG's end.
That most certainly are. 20 seconds left to go. Again, the series in favor of RBG 1-0. Into game number 3. Please there to make the play. 2 seconds now. 1 left. Back. Tied up. Going to game 3. 1-1. A very close game. We've had 2 goal games back to back between these teams. Did we expect any less?
Oh no, definitely not. I mean, we've seen goals. We've seen a close game. I mean, no matter what you I would expect to see a very close contest. One of 1-goal victory, like you said. And for Bulls, then that's a great game for them to be able to, I think, make the necessary adjustments to have things not be so crazy. But honestly, a lot of those plays, some of those goals against were uncharacteristic, I think, for Bulls Send. And they shored up their defensive, and that made it a lot for RBG to score, limiting them to one goal there. That was huge.
Definitely felt like it was a large period of time during the game. The RBG ended in the off half. And like you said, it was Send really coming large, the stops when they need to kind of keep that offensive pressure away for the time being. You can't, right? And maybe for a game, 2 games, but eventually that high-powered offense is going to break through.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, honestly, they were thinking defense first. They were pushing out for end and intense. It really worked for Bulls Send. I like those adjustments that they made. I don't think they want to play that back and forth style, that high-octane style, because that is right into RBG. So honestly, if they can keep up that good defense, that really bodes well for them.
We are here. Game number 3, pinch from Seabass and Rapid. Hits Dimas. He gets up for a shot. He's going to make the block. Caught lightly toward. Now Seabass gets around Stokely. Wins the 50 against Dino. Will opt for Aeon, but he doesn't go up for it. Com giveaway through mid now as Rapid sends this towards the goal. Good challenge from Aeon. Can he get it by Stokely? Not quite. Dino's there. Did he get the touch? He did not. Either way, it finds the back of the goal. Bulls send up 1-0.
Yeah, ended up not needing it as Seabass a little too far forward, and that clear just catching the defense of RBG off guard. Those are the types of goals that you just cannot give up. Not at this level. Have to make sure that you're always defensively responsible. One errant clear into the back of the net for RBG, and now Bulls Send look to push onto this lead. We saw RBG look so good, Hunted, in that first game, but just looked a little bit off after that first victory.
They certainly have had 2 tough games back to back, as it does seem like it's taking its toll on them, but they've got to shake that off and get things back under control. As here comes Bulls Send yet again into the offensive half. Good clear from Aeon. We'll go right to Dino, who's looking for Com. He's up for the touch. Hard off the ceiling. Stokely's there. They combine. Stokely gets a shot away. It's on the goal line and cleared. Close call again for RBG, but it just feels like Bulls Send, they're saying we can do just about whatever we want and we'll still generate some opportunity.
They're finding offense now, and they're controlling the play. Almost all of the possession going to Bulls Send. And RBG doing everything they can just to keep this close. But they need to find some offense. Getting shut down in the last bit here. They only got that 1 goal in game number 2, and still failing to find anything going here in this 3rd game. Where is the 4 goals that we saw in game 1?
It's an opportunity to look from one, but it's off the ceiling from Rapid and cleared away. Now Dino deflects it down. Rapid's there, and yeah, you mentioned it. We saw 4 games out of RBG in game 1. Only 1 goal for them the past 7.5 minutes or so. In the next 2 games, we'll see if they can change things up here. Haven't scored 1 in this game yet. Dino does find the clear, but they are only down a goal as we approach halftime. Certainly not an insurmountable deficit. They just need to get that creativity flowing yet again. Look for those infield passing plays. They could certainly put one on the board.
It's going to all be about control at this point with the defense of Bulls Send. The way that they're just waiting back. If RBG can't find that execution, then it's going to continue to just be this play into the corners, just easy cancels for the offense of RBG. So yeah, I think they've got to find that high-level execution that you would expect from RBG. You mentioned passes. I think you're definitely right in saying that, because we're not seeing anything as far as stringing together plays for RBG.
This is a good clear from Bulls Send. That's a great demo as well, and Stokely's going to make him pay for it. 2-0 now with 1:41 to go.
There's Kami, puts it over to the corner, and then just goes for a beeline on the defender. Takes him out, and the net is wide open. 2-0 now for Bull Send. That is their 8th shot on the board, and they're doing everything right at this current moment in time. This is that moment for RBG where they've got to find that next gear, that next level. We've seen it from them previously, and they do it.
Here's a pass up to Seabass. Dino will cut that one off, and now Stokely, a light touch. Aeon looking for Seabass across the way. Good play from Dino yet again to cut that pass off. 75 seconds left to go. Game number 3. It's still a 2-0 lead for Bull Send. RBG have been looking for plays, but they've been turned away at every opportunity. This is another great clear. Dino one-on-one with Rapid. Doesn't quite get the flick he wants, but the ball's still out in front. And has to steer that away from Stokely. 50 seconds left, and RBG, they just cannot break out of their zone right now.
No, every time they look for a clear, it's a member of Bull Send up in their face or coming from behind and just taking them out. No matter what, it's always someone from Bull Send challenging, and that is just huge. It's causing RBG to not know what to do as they cannot regain possession of the ball. Just more clears and then right back downfield. This may be it, though. This is their final chance. Aeon's coming through. Can he get over to the side? He's got to put this center. It's not going to do it. It's just too short. Time is winding down for RBG.
It certainly is. Only 17 seconds left to go. They need to score with at least time remaining, of course. Aeon out in front. Almost gets the double touch. This should just about wind all the time they have left down. If they can score here, no, it's not going to happen. Calm off the back wall. That will do it. Game 3 in the books, and it goes to Bull Send. And again, have to bring up the point. 4 goals for RBG in Game 1. 1 goal in the next 2 games. What's going wrong with that offense?
Honestly, I think it's first off, it starts with the way that Bull Send are playing. They are really clogging up the box, making sure that they are back first. They're not letting any sort of easy goals through, and that's huge when you're playing a team that is good as RBG. You don't want to let anything that's simple through. So you want to force the opponent to beat you, and that's exactly what Bull Send are doing. They're just finding their moments to get the goals. This one, it only takes 2 again, 2-1 here, and the previous, it only took those 2 goals as well. So honestly, starting with defense, I think for Bull Send is good, and for RBG, we talked on it a little bit, Hunted, about how they need to find some of that, a little bit better plays, I think, because right now it's just sort of that push the ball downfield, see what happens kind of style, and Bull Send are too good.
I certainly agree that it feels like something is not clicking right now with the boys from RBG. I would like to see, specifically in this game, how they approach those midfield challenges and what they try to do to regain possession of the midfield boosts and such. It felt like they were on the back foot on as far as that goes, just from watching game number 3. So we'll see how they can change things up here in Game 4. Try to win those midfield plays on and off the ball, of course. We are underway. Game number 4. Match point for Bull Send if they can pull out this game. RBG need to take the victory, and we'll see Game 5. Aeon will have an opportunity early on. Stokely turns him away. Seabass keeps it going. Dino the clear. Here's Rapid in rotation. Deflects it off the back wall. Seabass can't quite beat Stokely on the play. That will lead to a Bull Send clear. But I like the pressure we are seeing early on from RBG to create some off out of that rotation. The rotation's been solid. It's just there's no plays, no dangerous plays created from it.
And they may not be still used to the way that Bull Send are playing, because Bull Send are playing extremely safe, and that makes it tough because any separation from the ball for RBG, and that means it's going back to Bull Send. I mean, maybe this is where you try some of those dribble plays. I know that's a really good mechanical ability on RBG, especially for Seabass, or for Rapid. Seabass very good, obviously, too, but Rapid, that 1v1 player and all of that. So maybe some of that, Hunted, I don't know. I just really think Bull Send, it's hard to face off such good players when they're thinking defense. and that's exactly what Bull Send are doing.
Dino deflects this into the orange corner. Still no score. 3:30 left to go in game number 4. Com takes it into the corner. Seabass deflects, misses the follow-up touch. Rapid's going to have to push out to try to make that play. And now Com, more time. Gets it by 2 defense. Beautiful touch, but Rapid there. Took that away from the goal line. Dino, a little bit of a giveaway. Doesn't quite get the ball back as now Slickly is going to this towards the ball. Everything's been outside. 3 shots for Bull Send. Nothing for RBG yet in this game. Still 0-0 with about 3 minutes to go.
Stalemate so far. We'll have that similar play from both sides. And everything RBG has to offer. And smart just with the ball. They're not necessarily using the team either, but they're a little bit smarter at making these to keep in the plan.
Around on my hand. The other apple. Shot for the follow-up.
Nearly a full 3-minute defensive rocket league, but all it took was one missed touch out center and RBG strike in a hurry. First goal for RBG comes, and it is Rapid, and that is what you want from RBG. Now they can't let up on their own. They've got this lead. They've got to hang on. That's open, though, and the demo no! Come with the own save after he gets the demo. You don't want to see it, but it keeps it scoreless.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think he could do that again if he tried. That was a wonderful demo, but the unfortunate carry keeps us at 1-0, and now RBG swarming yet again. Had an opportunity, a little bit of a high shot, doesn't find its way in. But man, talk about a break for the side of RBG, especially if this can turn into a game victory, send us to a game 5. There's not a whole lot of time left to go here, Sam, just about 80 seconds.
Sorry, I'm watching. Anything can happen at any time. I don't want it to happen. I'm so into this right now. That's all I can say.
Well, here's a quick play. Oh no, Dino doesn't get there as Com had the demo. Now in transition, Seabass goes just a bit high. Aeon the follow, and that'll be saved away. Still we play 1-0, and Bull Send have had their opportunities, but have not been able to convert now as, again, RBG pressing in the Bull Send zone, wasting time. Great block from Seabass. This is going to give Aeon a chance now. He will get a second one. Sharp angle is just wide. 35 seconds to go. Still 1-0.
Oh, right now RBG have got to take this game. Not only does it keep them in the series, but this is the play from them that we've waited for since game 1. Can they stay on top? They're playing defense now. 20 seconds to go. Maybe if they can just get the ball and sustain any sort of pressure. Seabass carries it through. Tom with a big block, but Aeon will tick the clock away.
10 seconds remaining. 1-0 RBG. Com up for it. Can't beat Aeon to the ball. 3 seconds left between us and a game 5. Com, the pop-up. Aeon's there. He's looking to dunk it. Doesn't get a touch on it. Stokely now into the orange zone. Ball still up. Stokely looking for Com out in mid. Rapid sends it all the way back. Dino keeps it going. Oh, that's a double commit. This could be dangerous. If Com can get to it, he can't. RBG skirt by in game 4. 1-0 victory. We're going to a game 5, but Sam, talk about missed opportunities from the blue side.
Yeah, I hate to hark on that save from Com. He had done everything right. He took out the defender. The net was wide open. Actually, the shot just sailed into him. Nothing he could really do at that point, but you hate to see it. So unfortunate. But honestly, for RBG, I don't think they care how they got that win. That's for sure. The win is the win, and now we're going into game 5, and at this point, anything can happen. It's been absolutely so close. That was the third one-goal game of these 4 so far that we've seen, Hunted. It's not a surprise that 2 of the teams near the top of the standings are playing each other so well, and they're putting on a show.
That they are, and you have to say, Bullsend really started to ramp up that physical play. I mean, how many opportunities did they get just off the back of a demo in net? And again, of course, the calm goal or the calm save of the shot, certainly an unfortunate thing that you don't like to see. But there were other opportunities, other demos in the net. Dino comes to mind. He just launched a little off, couldn't get up to the ball to take the shot. But I like the idea from Bullsend, and they created those opportunities. Now, going into Game 5, they just need to capitalize on them.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point, it's whoever's going to be able to play the most consistent Rocket League, because we saw even that one goal there, not too fancy, just honestly, the possession was given back to RBG, and they took advantage of that small little window that they had. So both teams are going to need to play as good as they can, especially we've seen such close. I liked Game 1, though. As a fan of the game, Hunt, I have to say, can we just see that absolute onslaught? I'm not surprised the teams have shored things up a little bit, and they've made those adjustments that were necessary. But at the same time, Game 1 was so crazy. I don't know. Do we see that same defensive player? Or does one of the teams just say, you know what, we're going for it?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a return to that high goal scoring gameplay, because at least with a Game 5, right, there's no game after this one, so teams are going to say, we're down a goal, let's just go for it and see what happens, and they maybe score, they get scored on, etc. I think the defense really starts to break down, unless of course we're 0-0 with a minute to go, right? And we predicted that we would see 5 games in the series. The teams lived up to that. My prediction was RBG takes Game 5 by 2 or more goals. And I'm still set on that. But, man, that physical play from Bullsend really, kind of spoke to me. They really turned it up. I'm super surprised they weren't able to tie it up in Game 4. But, again, it's just missed opportunities. We'll see if they can change things in Game 5.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Both of these teams have played well in Game 5s throughout this season. RBG just a little bit better than Bullsend. But at this point, it is anyone's game. We are back up and running here after some server issues. We are ready to go. Game 5. Nothing will stop us here from deciding which one of these teams is going to overtake the other in the standings. Here, Send versus
Live from Champions Field in this game, number 5. Bullsend and RBG. Calm, great demo. Stokely up, good save from Rapid. Dino keeps things going towards the net. Stokely out of the corner. And again, you can see how disruptive that demolition was. A lot of pressure just based off of that. One demo on the back wall as Calm will take another quick shot. Aeon's up to make the save. And there's Calm yet again getting a demo onto Seabass in net. It seems like Bullsend have identified something that has worked very well against RBG. They just haven't been able to score with it yet.
Yeah, it's been really close. I mean, honestly, I think the way it's playing is very good. Even they did end up dropping Game 4, they kept it just a one goal game. And yeah, that being is exactly what they need. Good on defense. Got real close there. That's close.
Aeon got absolutely robbed Bossbar on that play. You just couldn't quite make it work as Com takes a shot. See back to make the play on respawning now. As he will play into the blue zone. Yet. Again, Aeon dodging the demo this time. Stokely, the bouncer. Block Com, one more follow. Just a bit wide. 2 minutes have elapsed here in a final game. Still no score. This is a chance, however, and will finally find the back. It's 1-0.
RBG has 6 saves, and it just goes to show how much pressure we've seen from Bull Send. They were running RBG right there on the defensive side, and it does lead to the first goal for Bull Send. Wow, what a series so far. Ooh, I want to talk about series, but we talk about that goal, and we just mentioned a whip, and you whip it in front of Come on.
Yeah, that's a tough play. Unfortunately, can't quite make it. So it is a different game now for Bull Send. Halftime is here among us. Falls down to Fox. Dies to the corner now. A lot of emphasis in this game. Since about the first 30 seconds or so of game number 5. It feels like that was a free RBG.
As we're seeing plays just out to the center, not much going. Finally, they get a clear as they connect on that 1-2 to get the ball downfield, but we have seen almost none of that from RBG so far, as Bull Send are starting to just find that same casual, collected play, except they're pushing downfield with it. So the chance here coming as Dino puts that shot on. So much pressure for Bull Send in this defining game 5.
With only 80 seconds left to go, this is the exact point they want to be at. 2-0 lead. All of the pressure has been in the orange zone, although they've got to play defense now. But again, just winning challenges, finding clears, winning mid-battles as well. Stokely towards the front of the goal. There's Seabass. He's got rapid in transition. Tries to deflect that on net. Dino, a great pinch, will send RBG packing yet again. 52 seconds left. Tom towards the net. Aeon makes the save. Another quick shot. Seabass makes this one. And they still cannot get out of the zone. Here's Com looking for the touch beyond Aeon. Not going to find it. 38 seconds left to go. Game number 5. And it's just mid-battle after mid-battle being won by Bull Send. RBG cannot get out of their zone.
It all starts with that transition play as well. They're not stringing anything. Like right now, Seabass needs to look for his teammates. Doesn't get to the center, helps Rapid a little, but it's just not enough right now. RBG, we saw how on offense, but it is the defense that is letting them down right here, and that will do it, Hunted. 6 seconds to go. I'm going to call it as it is a dominant effort for Bull Send, and that will get them through this series. They win in 5 games. Wow is right, because RBG in the end there, they looked lost. They couldn't get anything going. Only 3 shots on goal and tons of saves forced.
Woo! 15 shots for Bull Send in that game.
Wow.
And again, a game 5, I mean, that is not a game that you want to get outshot by 12 shots. I mean, it was tough. And, you know, my prediction was very, very close to being completely right, Sam. I just got the team wrong. But you know, it was a wonderful series between these two teams, and you know, I know that we had Ryan watching as well. Ryan, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think that it was an amazing match. It was really close. Just unfortunately, we are going to see Bull Send take down RBG once more. So now that is 2 series in which they have had big stakes on the line, and it goes in favor of Bull Send. But what were some things that you think could have been done differently here by RBG to help them take this victory? Because it was pretty close in a lot of regards.
Yeah, I think mainly, again, what we kind of talked about was, you know, winning those mid battles and winning those challenges. It especially in Game 5, I mean, you go back and watch that replay, and you just count the number of times that a blue player, orange player, and it was I would say 90% of Bulls in that game. They were to the demo play. It really hurt them. It really put them back foot. I'm not sure exactly what they needed to change, but there were some major calls that you can identify and didn't react in time.
And I think you get Bulls as well. They were going to recognize RBG on the field and in the ball off filter. RBG never quite get footing back on intense, and that made it a huge how the things were going, as they found absolutely no offense whatever, especially in that final game. So I think even though RBG was better, to Bulls send because and they made a touch.
So unfortunately, they're going to restart the stream for all of you at home. So don't worry. We'll hopefully get things fixed here just a bit. But please stick around for more of the American Rival Series. The B stream presents you by Rival in a minute.